All right, so in line with what we talked about with looking at a pro and comparing yourself to a pro, because the real key here is that I want you to dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have.
Yep.
If you want to be pro, every single movement, every single decision needs to be calculated. I want you to watch this peek on mid really quick. I'm going to nitpick you. I'm happy you're okay with that because you're immortal, right? You've been there before. So I need to fine tune all the little things to make you to get to that radiant level, because it's going to be small thing that just hold you back. So for example, you pull his knife out and you jump out here. How many people are a day?
2 question marks right now.
Cool. So we don't know where the other 2 are for sure. Is it possible they could have been mid?
Yes.
You are now facing tens. You are now facing Shroud. You're now facing Yay. Name them. You're dead. If you're peeking the oh shit line, you've been caught out before. This would be an example of being caught out. You're not ready to shoot back. So anytime you're facing any kind of threat angle, right? Even if it's low percentage that they're going to be there, I want that gun ready to fire.
Right.
Okay. It's just that simple.
I couldn't get out, man.
Hello, my name is Worthy, a professional Valorant coach. If you're looking to climb the ranks and improve your overall gameplay, you definitely want to leave a like and a sub and enjoy the video.
Leave me in a 1v4? Why are we pushing my spot? Yeah.
All right, this is where it starts. So here's a cool thing, right? Like I kind of touched on it already. Perception is a very fickle thing. How many times in your life have you been wrong? Yeah, you can't really name them, right? You're probably wrong like 23 times a day, maybe more than that. Could be 1,000 times a day you're wrong. You know, you could have a thought about someone, but that thought is completely wrong. You know, you might walks by someone in the street and be like, oh, that guy kind of looks a little shady, but he's actually the nicest person in the world. But it was your perception of that was wrong. So human beings are not a very accurate depictor of what is right and wrong. We really aren't. And without us actually having been in the scenario and seeing what had happened, it's so difficult for us to make a judgment call on what should have happened. And let me tell you, you know, it's so easy for us to all be toxic. It really is. It's like you just flame someone and you just go about your day, right? It is difficult to be an outstanding citizen in this game and try to serve the people around you and make them better. That's your role as a controller. You're trying to be the beacon of light. So you want to be able to enable everyone around you. That's also including mentally. Yeah, okay. This was high risk right here, okay? The reason being is that if you were Viper, you were Chamber, and you were swinging here, where's your crosshair placement going to be?
Probably right where my head is.
Yeah, that's the only place you could possibly be that would be a threat, right? Unless you've like gone up here, but people would have heard that, right? Or been on rafters, but most likely you're going to be like, I would say 90% you're going to be there. So if they peek into you, you probably lose this fight. In the situation they're in right now, 3v2, how are they going to be playing?
They're probably going to be trying to force the 1v1s.
They're going to be aggressive. They're going to try to find a fight, right? So swinging this is not not out of the realm of possibility. So in order to hold an angle, which is actually turned into an on angle like that, you need to be swinging in and out of it. So like you usually go 1, 2, 3 peek, 1, 2, 3 peek, 1, 2, 3 peek, right? If it's an off angle, you can hold it because they're not going to have their crosshair placement on you. I'll give you an example of an off angle. So if you're here and you're looking, we'll say towards here, and they're running in, we'll go this guy, they're running into here. Where's their crosshair placement?
Probably either Gen, Heaven, or Dice, something like that.
Could be here.
Right.
Could be going towards the switch. Could be on that side. Do you see how many options they have? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options. So a 1 of 6 chance their crosshair placement is going to be perfect on you. So that's where you can hold an angle, knowing that. I often talk about how the path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. Well, this gives you a perfect example. If I were them, how would I not want them peeking me? And this is obviously like an off angle that you can do.
I think we win this, but I don't really remember.
If you have the timing here, going yellow is not wrong because you could catch. Here's the thing. I'm looking at this ult and I'm thinking, okay, I need to be in a position to prevent that from happening. In this angle, I don't like it at all. Do you know why?
They could wrap me from under mid and I basically have no defense if they do that.
Yeah, you're pinched on multiple sides. You're pinched on multiple sides. Okay, so they could be on all those angles for sure. Which is why I'm saying yellow might be the best option because you can isolate the fights a little bit better and they're probably not going to clear you as hard if they're coming through mid and through CT. That being said, the reason why I don't like this particular fight or this particular angle. Let's say they swing you here.
Mhm.
Where are your escape routes? How do you get out of here?
I either duck as fast as I can to the right or as fast as I can to the left. Pretty much anywhere else I'm dead.
Yeah, it's going to take you a good amount of time to be able to flick away from those spots, and you have to first decide that you're not going to take that fight, which you're in an angle right now where you're probably going to take the fight. You're probably going to force it. So if you're going to swing away from this fight, you need to like tell yourself right away, I'm not here to fight this, to be able to survive this. Because if you're playing, once again, you're playing against the pros, they see this and it's Christmas. Christmas in Manhattan. This is exactly what we need to get back into this round, right? So being mindful of this, I would say if you really wanted information, you take this wall and you place it right here, right? So that you're actually a little bit tighter with this angle. Okay, this is a perfect example of why this angle is bad. How many threat angles are you peeking right now?
3?
Okay, if you are ever peeking 3 threat angles at once, you're out of position, my friend. It's just that simple. You're giving yourself a 1 in 3 chance, first of all, of hitting the shot on a person peeking you. And then you also have to commit to the fight because you're out in the open. This is a bad angle. Give yourself the easiest chance, the best chance to win a fight. Why are we making this so hard on ourselves? You know what I mean? Like 1, 2, 3. Any of those things are a threat. We have no information. They could be creeped up there. They could triple swing us. You know, that's possible too, right?
No way, I got
That was a beautiful spam. Love that.
Brought down.
Not so great of a peek, right? You could have timed the speak a little better. Let's watch the speak again.
ran a top.
Brought down.
Okay, you committed to the peak like really early here. If we go back really quick,
No way, I got
you know, you should know that there's one up top as well because you see the question mark, people dying, all that good stuff. Okay. What's going on here?
I'm texting my friend who asked me to play after this game.
Okay, your friend can wait until the game is done. Okay, and this is coinciding with what we talked about before. You are not focused, you're not ready to go. There's 21 seconds left on this clock. There's no plan placed. You have no idea how your teammates want to play. You're just going through it. You're going through the motions right now. Not good. If you did this in a tournament play, 10's gonna take your freaking head off. See how you're peeking this angle right now? What was just
Same way
said?
that I was the last round.
Yeah, and what was just said,
That's 3 danger angles at the exact same time.
right? And what else was just said just now? Someone wants to play with you.
Oh, I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah. You know
Oh,
why?
yeah,
Because
okay,
Bobby Joe, your friend that you're trying to text here, is distracting the shit out of you. You have just peeked a threat angle with a potential of an op, right? And they're not going to be there yet, but let's see how long you hold this for. Oh, okay, good. You got some sense here. Perfect. Okay, you're staying away. I was really worried that you were going to sit there.
Right.
How many people are on B? How many people are on B?
3 at least.
Did you hear that question that your teammate just asked? Listen to this again.
No.
No.
Hull says, are they on
B?
B? Can you see the stuff that you're missing here? I still don't think you answered. You might have, but
I said yeah. I said yeah. It was.
Yeah, he did say yeah, but just lackluster. Yeah.
that was a good kill. I don't know how that person didn't know you were there. There's been some weird shit from the enemy team. There's been some fucking weird shit. Like how you're not dead on those peaks with everyone knowing you're there is beyond me. There's probably one lurking. You're probably right.
Right side smoke.
It's most likely to your left and mid.
You guys should pull back.
Because they're gonna reflank off this position. They have to.
Chamber.
And I'm still
side.
holding the same
Orange.
angle.
Oh man. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh my heart.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, we don't really need to talk about it. You know what you did wrong.
I just got shivers. Oh.
Bro.
My whole spine just tingling. Yeah, there he comes. There he comes from orange. We just saw him.
Look at this. You're in the middle of the game. And you're alt-tabbing. This is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
Okay.
This is actually where I got really frustrated watching your VOD. Because I know you're better than this. Okay. What you're about to say is completely all your fault because you pressed Alt-Tab. You went out of the game. You had no idea what was going on, right? And you're about to shift blame to your B player that died early on the round, okay? Let's watch this again. Okay, Jet just died. They could be up on B now, right? They could be anywhere.
Right. Yo, Jet is fucking that far up. She came up kitchen though, no?
I'm sorry, does that excuse the fact of your alt tabbing?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
You
Okay.
would have seen that timing if we were in
Because
the
I was
game.
about to get real frustrated with you for a second there.
No,
And
I'm not saying
I
that it
apologize
excuses
for my
anything.
outrage. Watch this whole round, okay? Nobody's watching mid. Nobody's watching mid, which you should be alert of, right?
Nice.
Okay? You can thank your friend for causing this round loss.
You are now listening to Strawberry Station.